It is time for us to watch the Week 2 battles of the LDL Draft League. I am still a bit late with this, but baby steps. I'm slowly getting closer and closer to being on schedule with these. All of it because I was a bit tired and didn't want to make them. But I'll hop right into it. First of all, Ice Pro versus Naga. Um, Scary Toucan and Electrode. It's a bit odd seeing both of them come here. Um, let alone one of these. But Electrode actually has a decent matchup, I think, into this team. Um, just because Full Switch being able to break the Terra Shell, it can like taunt a lot of these mons that really don't like being taunted. Can also get up screens here. Two Cannon, I'm not quite sure what that thing's gonna do, because it seems like it's gonna be stonewalled by Aegis Slash, but I'd like to see if it does pull something off. Yeah, with the Cloud Tire lead, immediate knock, like Sludge comes out, but this does not do much damage, probably not banded, maybe it's Choice Scarf, maybe it's something else. A Spike comes up and Terrapagos gets Toxic, which is really big for the late game for Icebro. Rapid Spin doesn't work, already a great start here because this Annihilate getting in for free, it's a big threat to this team. I would have more expected a woke up here since I don't see much that Pagos could actually do that taunt would matter for, but so it goes for here, it goes for Dazzling Gleam. But this boosting power of Rage Fist, that doesn't do that much damage, I'll be able to heal up. Elo comes in, is it boots? Woke up set on this Annihilate. So this is taunt, bulk up, that and if we see leftovers, so not cover cloak. Basically, that means that this Annihilate does not have sub unless it's. There's no way you could only bring Mono Rage Fist or Mono Drain Punch or something versus this team. I suppose it could be Mono Earthquake, but that's pretty unlikely. I'd like to say that Scald is a good bet to try to burn this thing. But again, if you don't burn this, you're still boosting power of Rage Fist, and it's kind of a gamble here. Because Ape it gets another bulk up. It's looking like it doesn't have any sort of revenges, but it does unfortunately get burned. It means that the threat is relatively neutralized early, even though obviously it still maintains it being a threat. Rage Fist able to do 40 to this, Rocky Helmet Aloe. Flip turn out, but Terrabago is able to come in, but it still doesn't have the Terra Shell. Annihilate still really strong base power Rage Fist now, even with 2.5 times attack, even with the burn. No, it's still a threat here. Because it's faster, able to get a lot back with Drain Punch. Only 29. And Desert Leaf does 37. So we'll just be likely 1-for-1. Gallade might be able to revenge us. I expect Aegis Slash could also if it's faster, depending on the set here. See, Aegis Slash goes for here. King Shields. I really have my doubts that this will live. Oh, the Defiant proc. Even I forgot about that. I forgot to. Yeah, this definitely won't live this anymore. Your timed attack, even with burn, this Rage Fist is 1, 2, 3, 4, 250 base power. It looks like. So Aloe is not taking this very well at all. Probably gonna get KO'd by this. Yep. Luckily, even at 2.5 times defense, I think it's in Gallade range if you do have that on Zen Headbutts. But we'll see here. You have Zen Headbutt. It does manage to take it out. Wait for us to take chip as Cortana comes in. That means it's. This Gallade could just not have a fighting move for this team. I'd really understand that. Or is what I'm seeing here at least. So that's a decent gamble to make. This could also be Choice Scarf. Then again, Gallade would be faster. I mean, Gallade would be able to lift knockoff. And if it isn't Choice Scarf, of course Gallade would be faster. But not able to come out. We don't get to see if this is banned or whatever it is, because the crit does knock out this Aegis Slash, guaranteed. Let's get an attack raise here. So you're able to come in, but I would definitely just stay in and knock this thing. Get 36 maximum defense Side Guard, able to glare, but I think Cart will still win this 1v1. Everybody switches out. Zygarde just goes for sub. Able to paralyze another Mon, but again, sub won't matter anymore. It does not have leftovers after that got knocked off. To use Icebro, able to take down Zygarde. And Clefable looking like it should get one more unless get fully paired here. SD, I think... if you don't have a move to hit Kartana, this makes sense. But if you do, otherwise I'd like to see Sin Headbutt going for the flinch here. This is the leftovers, but your team doesn't really have much to punish, no magic card, so this could still very well be unaware. As Thunder Wave comes out, which likely seals the deals, and Headbutts does not actually flinch, and this is unaware. It only does 39. And because Greta, there's no way this mon can clean up, turns into a fairy type. Able to live Moonblast, crit comes out, but Toucannon would always clean this thing up, I'm assuming. Kartana could also come in right here. Toucannon, Big Blast! Still takes 57 from that, but manages to knock out this Meow. Did Meow take the spikes damage earlier? Just want to see if I can figure out an item from this, because I don't want to go over to the page. It did take the spikes damage, so I assume this is probably just Choice Scarf Meow, because going for Play Rough here means either for some interesting reason you wanted to turn into a Fairy type, but I'm just guessing by the way that it just clicked one move instead of just going for like a few flower tricks and afterwards trying to switch up on the Toucannon. It's almost definitely just Choice Scarf. But into the next game, this is by the way both possible Mega Aggron and Mega Gyarados, which could be very cool because they brought both. We don't know which one is going to be the Mega here, which one isn't. They could of course both be holding a stone. Actually, I forget in the rules if they need to or not, but I don't think they do. I think they can have whatever item they want. If I had to guess just from looking at this though, Gyarados would just be regular setup, and Aggron would be Mega here, because setup Aggron looks insane. I set up Mega Aggron with like Curse, they both kind of dominate this whole team. Then again, this could be banned because that would go very hard into here. We'll get to see what it is. Aggron does lead with the way it let off and switched out. I have a feeling that it's probably not the Mega then, because Mega Aggron would be able to basically just eat this with ease. You could scout for whatever Electrode has. But cycles are also a safe play, so I'm still not certain. Let's go for Volt Switch. Let's go able to get off the guaranteed poison. Cyclizar, he does not have a move to hit Gliscor. It's like Aqua Tail, I think, but that would do nothing to this. Quake is ST Gliscor as Recede misses, and Fire Fang misses back. Get a little bit of justice. Recede's in to prevent the poison heal from coming out. Gyarados able to intimidate on another SD, but this Fire Fang or Quake does not have Facade, which means Gyarados pretty much stone walls this guy now. Unless Fire Fang burned, of course, then it'd be really annoying. But I'm most likely expecting just a DD from Gyarados here to kind of scout what the switch in is. You could just go for a Rock Crunch, I think it'd be safe too. Maybe Electro tries to come hard and you get ship on that. It said it's Delmise, but I think even with Colbur Berry you should beat this. Like, this has Body Press, but that won't do anything even to like Mega Gyarados. Of course, after a DD, like, you can crunch once, proc the Colbur, then Mega crunch again, you'd be fine, because the Power Whip non-Mega would not KO you at all. But Celesteela able to come in, because then my synthesizer's up. Soaking as Acrobat comes out, that does a ton. Is this just raw itemless Celesteela? I say it does a ton as it does nothing, but I feel like if this was defensive Slowking, which would be the switch into this thing, it would have taken even less. So Slowking comes in on Slowking. Delmise able to come out, very strong one, be scared of that. As Shadow Claw comes out, that means it isn't Poltergeist, which is probably the reason they were setting this in itemless to switch in on that Poltergeist. But then again, Cyclizar could also switch in pretty freely on this and knock it off. What I'm assuming is either Colbur or Boots. But Celesteela goes for Seed Bomb, predicting the Slowking. It does, yeah, nothing. Based on this damage, it's definitely almost maxed against Slowking. Teeth come out, but Skull is able to get a burn. It doesn't. Whatever Slowking does, Celesteela can't do anything about it, whether it wants to Scald or teleport out. So Demi is able to come back in for free again. This goes for Shadow Claw, not predicting the cycles or anything, but his Gouging Fire still takes nothing. He Crash crits, does nothing versus Slowking. But I don't really think, I don't know what Slowking has to beat Gouging Fire. It could be like War, but of course that's just presenting the that's preventing the problem for later. You'd have T-Wave, I guess, but that doesn't mean the Slowking 1v1 it. I don't know if this gets Dragon Blow. It looks like it would get Dragon moves. The best bet would be some sort of phasing move like Yawn or Dragon Tail to kind of like disrupt this. Slowking just switches in to scout for it. Dragon Tail, not Roar, but it works. Is Gyarados is brought in and it's looking forced to come out. Basically everything's still at full on this team. No progress has been made. Versus I think a lot of scouting has been made versus the left-hand team. You know what a lot about the Celesteela sets. Gouging Fire is Bootless. Gyarados, you don't know much about the Gyarados or Aggron yet, but cycles are U-turn and knockoff. This is probably like AV or something to do with the Electro, the way it came in on that, because if it's not AV, this thing's really weak. It is Culper Berry, actually. Anchor Shot comes in, but U-turn lets it switch out. It doesn't want to go for that. And it just demize it, go for another Shadow Claw predicting switch. Doesn't do anything. Now it's probably going to synthesize as you can U-turn. Or you could knock again, I guess. Further synthesis. As Anchor Shot will knock this out. I don't see the point giving this for free. I know, like, you have very limited switch-ins to this thing, but I think Cyclozar is more important than Celesteela with the set you have now, because this Celesteela set is not really doing much this game at all. Gyarados now comes in to try to maybe double switch here, trying to bait like trying to bait something. I don't know why you just put that into Timmy and then switched out there, but Slowking doubles in here. That's probably just going to teleport Chili. Goes for Teeth Spike instead, but the Lego can also always remove those. Demize instead comes in and gets poisoned. That's good progress. As this is a game where there's a bunch of switching back and forth. Rocky Hill like Gyarados, which means this is probably just the Mega Aggron. Again, now that we know that this Gliscor isn't rocks, this team looks really weak to hazards. Cyclar maybe instead of AV it was Boots. And with either way, definitely had a Rapid Spin. But if this Nihilego, now that the Cyclozar is gone, now that if it does have rocks, then this team could be in big trouble, because it's got lots of progress is going to be made against it. Whenever you have to switch, all that damage is going to be racking up with this Gouging Fire and Gyarados not having Boots. Fire comes out on Slowking, but teleports out Ace. I don't imagine Ace will Pyro Ball there on Slowking. Don't want to risk anything when you only know it has T-Spikes. It's probably just going to be a U-turn here as it takes the Helmet Chip, yeah. The Lego comes in here, it's probably just doubling out like right back to Slowking or something. Because, again, like the switch to the Slowking right here is really obvious. Maybe Demize comes in, although you don't want to risk it, because that's your best way to force damage on this thing, other than maybe like Gliscor. This is the Raw Power Jump comes out. Special defensive Slowking takes that. As the T-Spike go up again. Garigron finally comes in, but And then Lego can't touch Mega Aggron. It can go for something. I want to see what it goes for here. Just switches out. Okay, I think I've seen where this game is going. I'll speed it up a little bit. These bikes go back on this side of the field, but that doesn't really matter because you can always just go right back into Slowking right here. Cinderace can't really threaten it that much. Just get rid of those. It goes for a DD here, as Delmonte's probably just going to get sacked. Slowking can always Dragon Tail this thing out. As Aggron goes for Body Press, Scald comes out. Is this Rust Aggron? If it is Rust Aggron, it'll 1v1 this, but it isn't. Seems like the way it switches out. Slowking comes back in. Even though it looks like right-hand team Juicy's at a big advantage here because nothing can really break through this. I think you just sack everything except Gouging Fire it. Just hope to position yourself onto anything but this Gliscor and a Lego, and then this straight up just wins because it can't get Dragon Tailed out. The rest of these will just get destroyed by your Tokyo'd by any moves you have. Markio and Gyarados also still taking chip more and more. Don't know if it has rust on this thing or not too, or if it's DD or what. As Electrode comes in to click Volt Switch, but Gouging takes nothing. Slowking ends up going for Earthquake here on the Niligo, actually taking it down. It's very fortunate that you got that turn right, because every other time they were just switching this thing out to their own Slowking. It seems they got fed up with it and wanted to just start attacking you. And you got that turn right, which is... It's very fortunate to get rid of this thing, because this is one of the Gouging Fire, like, late game checks. Which is nice to see it finally set up on everything, because even Earthquake and Gliscor won't KO you. And I certainly probably would have expected Psyshock more in this specific matchup because it just hits a lot of this team neutrally, so there's no particular reason other than like the full loco to go for that on Niligo. But hey, she's taking more and more working out the chip. Which comes out from the Electrode. And there's still no way to break through this team. Either both teams are just basically throwing everything they have at each other and just nothing is coming out. Both are just playing super passively. Cinderace isn't Boots, but it is Core Change. I wonder what item it is then. Not sure. Quarterball crit able to take that down. Electro blows itself up. Yeah, at this point it looks over. Gliscor will lose to Gyarados, and Slowking is just get probably recede stalled. Especially since there's no way to absorb T-Spikes now, this is leftovers. You just get T-Spikes up once, and then Slowking won't be an issue anymore. So Gyarados able to come in on this. No reason not to Ice Fang here. As Fire Fang flinches, we see a burn. Nope. I score 52, less chance to burn. See how much protect kills actually. This could be a roll. Burn here? Nope. Unfortunate. Let's go get taken down. Slowking, the T-Spikes didn't go up, so Slowking will still be really annoying. But, again, you have a full team up versus this. I know in theory we'll beat every one of the members, but you just get seeds up versus it, and then, yeah, it's nothing it can do. Its last move definitely is not Slack Off, I think. Yeah, it's good a few turns. Gyarados actually lives another day. Slowking Able send up Steela. Seeds will go up. And now this Slowking is on a slight timer. Acrobatics with chip damage. And Gouting Fire able to save today and the differential. Swipe and the Dragon Tennis. It was a very evenly matched throughout most of the game. I'm surprised it so quickly turned around. I think about when this Demise got poisoned, because neither of these teams really bothered to bring much in terms of like hazard control, and then it just came down to this team having T-Spikes, this team having no sort of rocks in order to chip this. I think that was the biggest deciding factor about the progress being forced with the Demise that was able to kind of deal with this Slowking being poisoned immediately. Next up, we do have Megazard versus the World. If I had to guess, this team has both Megazards. By the way, if I had to guess which one it was versus this team, I'd hate for sure Zard X. It's just extremely threatening versus this team. Only really check I see here is possibly Mega Alt, but I think Zard X might even have moves to deal with that. I could check right now. Zard X does this have, it can't go for Iron Tail. Obviously can't be burned by Mega Alt or Wisp or anything. Most can get is Toxic, and this Zard can have Toxic itself. So yeah, Zard looking like a humongous threat here, and Primarina, of course. This team doesn't have much in terms of switching that, except for this Tentacruel, which can get chipped down by Psychic or whatever you want. So I think in terms of matchup, I'd say this one has the better one. But still, Weavile looking insanely threatening into this team, so I'd like to see what happens here. Deoxys led into Tentacruel. The way Deoxys led into a team with Crown, Typhlosion, and Weavile makes me think that this is definitely not some sort of like setup, Calm Mind, or whatever taunt. This is just some sort of hazard set. So I don't think Deoxys can actually do anything versus this Tentacruel. Whatever Psychic move it has will probably do like nothing to it. Tentacruel might go for some sort of like Toxic or something back. As this goes for Flip Turn, turn 1 into Weavile. Mega Boost came out. I do not think that would have killed Tentacruel, but Weavile is able to come in on this. Not like it'll KO Deoxys. So again, like fighting move on this is still scary. But Knockout comes raw out. That's 33 leftovers. Is this Bandit? That did a ton to what might be max defense Primarina. I could have this without Choice Band versus Primarina. Max defense knockoff 26 to 31. I just said 33, so this is definitely Bandit. This is not max defense Primarina. So obviously you have to switch out the Weavile here as this Primarina, probably knowing that it's banned now. You just go for Flip Turn if you have it. You could double for sure too. The switch into Primarina would be either Tank Growth or Tentacruel. So I think I would just double out into either Zard or Xurkitree here. I think Xurkitree is safer. If we do have Volt Switch, this team has no ground types. If we don't have Volt Switch, then I don't know, maybe Ursaluna could work as a mid-ground. Double here makes the most sense. Tentacle comes out. It does have Flip Turn, so no need to double. It is Zerk that comes out. Figure comes in, does that Volt Switch. He goes for T-Bolt here. As Tangrowth now doubles out into Alt. Probably expecting the Zard switch. But because it's a pretty neutral matchup, so we'll see where it goes from here. We charge into Weavile. Teleport comes out, Circuitry comes right back out, but Tangrowth should take anything this has. I mean, the way they're playing Zerg, I think this is a choice of some sort, and it's not doing any sort of damage. This could be AB Tangrowth, but I think it's more likely just Scarf Circuitry. But Tangrowth able to, it looks like it doesn't have knock, or else probably would have went for it earlier. I think it was just for Recede Bomb here on Deoxys. We've also switched it again. Just baking on no fighting move on this. It is spikes. We still don't know last move. It could be recover. It could still be anything else like taunts. We don't know. Triple Axle. We'll do a KO Creamery if we land them all. And we go for it. We don't go for the triple mix. Triple miss. Moonblast comes out on a Tentacle. Which is a good play, I think. Not getting greedy for that KO. Because going in Tentacle here means you can also get a free spin-off, get rid of those annoying spikes. And then you can always flip turn back out to Weavile since you know this is a fighting move now, or else they would have clicked it by now. And just get your free knock after that. And basically you're in the same position, but you don't have that chance to miss. As Deoxys comes back in. On spin, and what's great is that Tentacle also getting more recovery. Because another spin comes out here on the teleport. Good play trying to keep the Weavile from coming in. I'm not sure what the second spin was for. If you had like Sludge Bomb or something, or even Scald, they would went for that instead. Because that just threatens this whole team. Now Ursaluna comes in. Flip turn able to come out, Tangrowth comes in. Earth Power does nothing but drops this, but if Tangrowth switches out here, on the Blood Moon, Mind's Eye means it hits this. It doesn't 100%. Is this like Silscarf or something, or is Typhlosion just have like 0 bulk ever? Anyway, Tangrowth comes back and drops split F drop. Goes Recede Bomb here, does nothing versus Dio. Weavile comes in, his last move is recover. Not going to KO this, I think. Yeah, you're banned again. It might. Either way, that's the play here. Because Primarina will go down now. Probably Zard to come in. Probably X to DD. I definitely expect Alt to come out. It does. Depending on your set, you might lose to this. There's like Cotton Guards, you're just gonna crit. If this is DD of your own, you can take one and then probably KO with like either Earthquake or if you do have a Dragon move back. DD would absolutely go insane here. See how that goes. Deoxys just comes right hard in. As big alts, goes for Cotton Guard. Takes Psycho Boost like it's nothing because Deoxys is weak as hell. As it goes for Hyper Voice. Keeps going for it, trying to maybe just get more recovers, but you're playing a dangerous game here because those spikes are just going to start racking up, and now that your Altaria is grounded, if a bunch of spikes go up, then you're going to be looking really weak to Zardex. Spike does go up, Alt roosts. I think Weavile should come in hard here, but instead it's Iron Crown. On Zardex, they're in a really bad spots because it can just DD for free, basically. Crown can't really touch you. If Alt comes in, then it's forced to take that spike damage, which is just going to rack up, because it can't go for Roost immediately. And Dio's probably just going to come back in for free stuff, more spikes. Then Flare Blitz comes out off Future Sight. Crown just goes down as it goes for... I'm not sure why I went for Future Sight there, I don't think it gets much, because Dio's be switching to Alts. But regardless, it goes up. Upio comes in. I wonder if this is Ruthless Zardex. If it is, that could explain some of the plays. But Alta now comes in, goes for Hyper Voice, but does nothing. Recover probably just going to come out here. It does. Still, I'm not sure about Weavile KOing. 74%. Berserk just gets sacked, which is fair enough. Zerk is a lot less useful than Dio in the long run. So let you get in either... Dark will die, you have to send in Treads. Dark dies to this. But we've all switches out. As Flurblitz does 41 to this thing. Finally knocks that out. I think he had to go for the triple miss there, even as important as Val is. Because Ardex is a really strong guy. Val comes back, but now it is a knock range. Axel comes out instead. Oh, Bloodmoon comes in. I don't know if Vacuum Wave KOs this thing. From non-stab, because it isn't specs. I think it did like 65. I want to see. Ursaluna, Bloodmoon. This looks like max Prospect Moz, so let's see how much does the Weavile. Maybe it'll do like 80 no KO. I killed 79 to 95. It was modest against no bulk Weavile. So it probably KOs, but who knows. Now the spike is up, it's always going to be in range though. The moon does 50. Kudoran gets it all back. Duck is forced to come in, but that's just a free Weavile. And they do make the double, which means Weavile bound to get another kill right here. Goes for knock. And now it's down with the Treads and Blood Moon. BM comes in. Gruul comes in on the Vacuum Wave. Does this have a special water move? Find out today. Goes for spin. It does not, apparently. So power is 53. Maybe it does, it wants to be Passion and Treads, but this could just be Quirk Treads. I don't think it was necessary to go for spin there. Getting rid of this means Weavile cooks. This does have Skull, it knocks us out. And now it's down to if Ice Shard plus Tank Growth take down Iron Treads. If this doesn't even have Ice Shard. But comes in 83. This is going to be tough. You're risking a lot of crits, I think, from Ice Spinner if this has it. But it comes out, it's 33. Is this take kind of offensive? I think it is. 33 is kind of a lot to this. Let's see how much Giga Drain is here. Goes for Earthquake instead. It's an Ice Spinner crit range, so it's not good crit. This Weavile does have Ice Shard as CG, or else you have to switch out here. Weavile comes in. Now it'll be down to if Tank Growth has Iron Head. Okay, is it gonna get flinched here? Flinched into Ice Spinner will win. Already risked 2 crits. Is the luck still here? It's flinched. Came really close. Came really down to the wire there. I think knowing after the booster speed, the Treads come out, you could have went hard Tank Growth then back to sack. No, because this Treads you go over Earthquake on Tentacle, right? They can't risk. Because you can't risk Ice Spinnering on possible Scald, because that would just lose you the game instantly. So a possible like go hard in Tank Growth there, be able to get off one hit, then use Tentacle as a sack to get more HP on Tank Growth. Would have won the game, but it's really, really, really close end game. Came down to a flinch. Next up, cool and awesome team with Technology versus a boring team with Iron Bundle. You know how it goes. But just looking at the matchups, Hatterene looks like it goes insane into this team, unless it's something like Split F Brave Bird Corviknight, which can deal with it with like Mirror Armor or something. But versus Ogerpunk, Cornerstone, and King Gambit, I feel like it almost... I don't know, it has Theology 2 and Palafin. I don't know, this... Like, Corv looks like it has to carry a lot of weight because it wants to be Fizz Def and Split F here so bad. But everything here is just going to have some sort of tech to basically chip it down. I'd like to see how it goes. Drapion leads into Palafin. The way it led is probably some like annoying like taunt, knock, maybe it has Fire Fang Fortress, maybe T-Spikes or something. I don't think it's like SD here. Maybe it is actually. SD looks okay, but this goes for knock. Leftovers. It's not Fire Fang, that won't KO. It crit. Almost KO'd. And it gets the burn. You love to see it. You do love to see it. Of course, the crit didn't matter because of the flinch, but still nice to see Mons being Mons. As Palafin comes in, it's knocked off Punchy Glove. Woke Up does come out. Trevenant able to come in on Drain Punch as it is immune to that. Punching Glove, Drain Punch, probably Jet Punch, and then maybe Ice Punch that'll hit Dark Chomp. It's kind of wishful thinking to bring Ice Punch for the Trevenant. It's maybe a bit much, but no, it would be really good in the Dark Chomp with the Woke Up set, especially the Punching Glove to be immune to the Rough Skin. But I think Trevenant still 1v1 this with like Horn Leech or like Curse or Will-O-Wisp or whatever it has. Leech has nothing, this better have Wisp. Harvest that Yachi Berry again. Wisp does come out. Does he get Berry back? He doesn't, so another Ice Punch will KO this. Let's see if Corviknight comes out here. Tapu Fini comes out instead, fair play. Ice Punch is nothing. Of course, can't get frozen because of the terrain. Yeah, it forces switch in. I'd really like to see some like Specs Moonblasts being thrown off versus this team particularly, because this has no sort of switch into that. But this is Leftovers, Grass Knot. I hope this is a really offensive Fini because Moonblast is absolutely free. That's Kingambit. So Poison Jab versus Corp, still no item, is Pressure. Body Press on SD, I don't know if that's the play, because if Corp comes in on Gambit, then I think you know what set it is. And this is the set that loses the Hattering and Dragalge. So now you have to play around those. And I think Dragalge is pretty free switch here depending on the set. If you're Spec, I just go for Draco Meteor. Because Thunderbolt would probably be the obvious play, and like a mid-ground switch like Drapion or Trevenant would be the most obvious. Hattering could also set up and sweep versus this team for sure. This team looks really weak at Hattering. This head comes in on the Body Press. See, you get the same, you get the same amount of progress made, but in exchange for all your health on your Kingambit. So instead of scouting there, I really would have liked to see you just make a hard predict based on how your opponent is playing. As Hattering able to come in, Drapion, no mind. Hattering could win this exchange potentially, because max defense Hattering into some sort of bulky Drapion that can actually KO this with Poison Jab. I think you'd be able to get a lot back with Drain Kiss. Jab here 65. Drain Kiss does 50 back, yeah. So this will be down to the roll. Drain Kiss knocks us out, and Poison Jab doesn't poison. And Hattering's going to be an insanely good spot here. 66, it's a big roll. Drain Kiss leaves it at 1. Really unfortunate now. Hat does end up going down. As Drapion, yeah, really bad exchange. Almost 3 for 1 Mon, and 1.5. Yeah, 2.5 or 1.5 Mons. As Corviknight is looking better and better because the only way to deal with it now is this Dragalge. We put just something on the U-turn that comes out. Corviknight able to come back in, Dragalge. At this point looking awful because Trevenant is like the obvious sack to scout if this is like choice. If you're choice, then you're in a terrible spot right now. If you're not, then you could go for Sludge Bomb. If this is like Sugar Berry, then you have a chance, I think. Because you could naturally leave Ice Beam and KO Draco. If you're Sugar Berry, you could KO Garchomp too with Draco. Corviknight comes in, this can't touch you, go for Thunderbolt. But if this is Specs, then you're screwed. Poltergeist. It is Specs. Thunderbolt come out, kind of needed to make that predict, I get it. Of course, staying in with Trevenant was the good play, so you could make an argument you just Slip Bomb there. But, I mean, you lose anyway if they stay in with Trevenant, I think, so going for the predict is fine. But you can take anything you get. I think you have to switch out here into Key Habit or something and save this for Corv. But since you don't, the roll doesn't hit, Trevenant gets taken down, but now Corv just won. Being able to knock this out probably won't give Cornerstones reset up, surely. Yam comes in. Go for jab, we'll do 56, respectable. Surely, now Cornerstone can't take it home from here. I mean, this has a Garchomp, Rocky Helmet Corv, Iron Buttle, which could be Booster. And on top of all that, like, if Peony hits you with a good Moon Blast, then you're taking like 40%. This just looks unwinnable unless you get like SD here and like maybe Trailblaze, get some insane crits or something. People knock that out for free. So it goes for SD. Alright, there's some Corv. But let's see Crit here, that's it. I don't know if Crit will even kill. I think it will. But Crit 66. First here, Greed. What if this has Encore? What if this has Encore? Then one more SD into Trailblaze, into Cudgel, might seal the deal. No, I think yeah, still unlosable because of the helmet plus rough skin. But still, Greed. Greed. Corv manages to take out the Ogre Pond. Still got a bit close at the end because this thing was looking really scary. If it was like Encore, get up another SD. And if this wasn't, yeah, I had no move that could beat this team still. Border Bear Rain plus X-Gun Flagon into Mr. Wug. Yep, bring out all the Wugs. It's that part of the draft already. I see everybody's already on there. Already is going a little bit insane. Alright, let's see it. Let's see the Wug. Steal into X-Elite. Wall Breaker comes out. No switches on the team. This Earthquake twice is just gonna happen and it's gonna grab a KO. Nothing that can be done about this. Arrow can switch in and then it could Mega, it go for Earthquake and not KO, and then Iron will KO that thing back, so Smagius comes in. Rocks go up instead. I think Earthquake would just grab a KO. Pushes out the Zapdos. And this is Ability Shield or something wild like that. As Whip does come out. U-turn from Zap. Flygon? Ooh, leftovers. DD Flygon. Rocks go up Greed. More Greed. Can't believe we're seeing it twice in a row. Flygon's gonna sweep your team. We'll get your team and look at Flygon. He's got one more DD. What if his Vegas is outcooked by this thing? After Rocks, I think it is. One more DD and more Moon is now outsped. And Wug isn't gonna do shit. You better hope this Reggie still can like beat this if it goes for another DD. But I don't think it will. Earthquake here knocks us out. Better be speed boosting Moon with the move to hit this. Smagius. Yeah, Dragon Claw gets destroyed. This is a Life Orb, so didn't exactly need the power boost for the Bridge Steel from the second DD. Better be speed boosting Moon. Wug Trio comes in. Wug Trio's gonna die by Wug Trio. Sucker Punch. Okay, obviously Moon, if it didn't come out yet, it doesn't have a Dragon move, but now KO at least if that's something else. Arrow comes in, that thing's gonna die. Surely. No, Starmie. Okay. Big boost the moon. Oh come on. Oh come on. You could have sent him out earlier. Alright. He was like at 44%. Like knock will KO this, aggro will KO this. This thing isn't that bulky. You could have done something with this Starmie. Starmie goes insane. You could have done something like it. But Zethos comes in and moves you. And now it's Jove because he goes for a U-turn and then sends in Mr. Water. Oh, my Valve are gonna come out. Nope, Flygon instead. What is going on here? Where's the mag? The DD person prejudice, that's funny. I like this. But what did we learn here today, pupils? What did we learn from these last two battles? We saw one person be greedy and be unpunished. And then immediately we see someone else be greedy and get punished. And the lesson we can learn from this is keep gambling. That's all you need to know, just keep gambling. It'll work something. People will be greedy and you should be... If you're the gambler, keep gambling. If you're the gambled, you know, punish them. That's all you have to do. Next up, Silver, I hope you lose. I hate you. What is this? What is this? What did you bring to my draft? What is this? Anyway, Talonflame goes insane. This is Talonflame 6-0. This is also a Garm 6-0. So, we'll see how it goes. Talonflame, Mr. Loser, burn his ass. Never mind. Go for Rock Tomb. Never mind. Burn his ass again. Okay, the Talonflame's gonna go for... If the Talonflame goes for defog, you're gonna feel really stupid about this. Whatever comes in, it doesn't have defog. Never mind, you're a genius. I should not have doubted you. Silver dared to bring the no removal team. There's no way this lad has to defog. No way. Wizzy comes in. You don't have a knocker though, except Torn. I guess you could have it on Torn, but like, it'd be better have it on Torn. 2 waves of Pulse. Full paired. Knocks come up. As just another turn comes in. As Torn is the one that now comes in after the turn. And I'm not sure why Torn is coming in after that turn, because Torn cannot do anything to Blissey other than turn, unless it does have Hammer Arm. But are you really being Hammer Arm Torn versus this team? No. Yeah, it does go for knock, but now you're Mr. Knock guy, he's chipped and he's paralyzed. As looks like Mr. Knock guy is getting sacked to the Blissey. Mr. Knock guy, the same way he misses all his hurricanes, he decides to get paralyzed 6 million turns in a row. That's kind of deserved. Darm comes in. This could be a big threat, this could be a big choke. Obviously takes stone, so it's not boots. Could be belly drum send, could be choice bands. I doubt it's scarf here. Obviously Pex is coming out, so if this is banned, it better go for EQ. And if this is belly drum, then it's just gonna go for sub. And then that's gonna be GG because Pex is like, But Pex has haze. Remember about Pex, honestly, my belly drum immediately because there's no way Blissey's staying in. And you don't have to worry about the 2-wave. Pex does come in, takes 1,000,000% from the hazards. Or our belly jump comes out. Yeah. And the Salac. Better be Gale Wings on your Talonflame, Silver. Better be. This guy's been turned into a very angry snowman. Bane. EQ? It's Jove. You have to land crash, but if you do, it's Jove. Bird goes in, tell. Silver, I beg of you. Better have Gale Wings here. Not like this. It's Flame Body. You can't fuck around with this thing. It went for Icicle Crash here, man. You're not getting any Iron Barbs or any sword. He knows. 82. You're gone. Toxapex. What is the point of this game? This little game you're playing with your Baneful Bunker, it's not gonna work. Baneful my bunker till I die in one hit, Fushuka. Ikrasma. You're dead. EQ, get out of here. Send in this thing. He has to miss crash. That's all that has to happen. Crash lads. It's over. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. That was certainly a concern when looking at the matchup. Surprised didn't have anything for it. Pex even max defense, which took up for expecting Bandit Darm. Obviously, you can't do anything because of that belly drum set. Obviously, if they like went for sub first, then you could haze on that turn, but yeah. Angry Snowman has grabbed all 6, and I don't know, this battle speaks for itself. This was certainly one of the battles of all time, I'll give it that. I liked when the Talonflame burns the Tinglu, then the Tinglu got up all the hazards, and then Pex died through the Shuka. That was beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, look at these colorful teams. This one up here with 3 nice blue aqua colors. And the blade. And this team here with a Dracozolt, which will just 6-0 this team. Just Bulbeak. So, let's get started, shall we? And Polion into the blade. Does the blade have CC? CC won't even KO this thing. It's called to do a ton back. Almost. Or Rock's gonna go up Greedy Rocks. Be greedy and gamble Rocks. I lied. You made a good play knocking this off. Pursuit? No! You're not gonna scout, like, no one in their right mind is scouting, like, Choice Band the Blade CC. Because there's no way you're there's no way bringing a Choice Band the Blade versus a, Hydrapple team, I think. Or, like, a Nidoking team. Because Eviolite just lets you get so many hits from things like Tarn from Dracozolt. From the Nidoking. And this thing is just never switching out. It's going for Scald, it's going for Knock, it's going for Rocks, one of those 3. Now Footprint comes out. Sacred Sword, that would not have done like, it would have done like 49, in my opinion. But Nidoking, able to come in. It's being Pinsaladio, let's not KO it. Let's not KO it, this is like, this Scarf then. Either that or it's AV Ladio. It could be AV Latios. If that's the case, Psyshock better come out here. I need a King to switch out, but if that's... I hope you scout for this Scarf Nidoking then, if you're not AV. No. Scarf Nidoking, Latios goes down. Yugi was able to come in and go for either Rend or Dragon move here. Ice Pain comes out instead, mid-ground to try to hit the Nidoking and the Hydra. But it would not KO the Nidoking, I think. What's your ant? But unfortunately Hydra doesn't come in, it is Empoleon. Because honestly Empoleon a lot lets use one Hydra here. So I really understand the play versus that if they want to go for Dragon move, if you want to keep your Hydra Apple. Alligator choosing on Empoleon. So it turns out that was for Alligator doing versus Empoleon. Another knock comes out. It just killed with a blade. Oh, flip turn 14. Do you not have Scald? It's your last move. This Gyre Ball does approximately 30%. Clay able to get rid of this. Relegator returns to the field. As Scarf Draco's able to do quite a bit of damage to it, go for Rain Dance. Hoping to muscle past things with Dracovish? Or is that like some weird tech for... It's probably some weird tech for like Sandrush maybe expecting T-Tar, but I don't get clicking it here, you don't really get much from that. But obviously Draco's will claim another here. Which comes in, runs it up. Wins the speed tie that. Maybe not a speed tie, I don't know if this was max speed or not. But Hydra Apple now able to come in, because this is obviously Scarf 2 then, if it's able to win that. Hydra Apple just going for the Dragon move most likely, if it has it. Probably does. Draco miss. Polion comes in on the knock. Right to love is a damp rock for Alligator. Wood Hammer though comes out. Damn, there's a ton of damage able to knock out then Polion. But Ogre Pun already half HP. And I think Needle King will just come in. Goes for the free Sludge Wave. Bam, he's gone. Dracovish comes out. Goes for Rent 21 in rain. Yeah, Scyther will die into that Draco. Because he is boots. I mean, he is not boots. Maybe choice might be lump or something. But there's no world in which Draco can take this back. I refuse to believe so. Surely the Scarfio, King's Badge, and the Scarf Dracovish who agreed with this. And Ice Fang won't like freeze the Screamtail. Geartail comes in. Rocky Helmet, okay, it's over. Rocky Helmet will do enough. Dazzling Gleam, though, takes it out. No freeze here. Lucas, very good methodical game. Able to deal with this very good team. Beginning a bit iffy with like the weird Sacred Sword Needle King predicts and interactions there, but in game very good end game, I think. A very step by step, but that'll be, I think, all of the games for week 2, and I'll bring you guys back later for the week 3 battles.